Hi guys, welcome back. No job too big, no pup too small. Today we're gonna make Paw Patrols. Okay, so today we're gonna make Sky from Paw Patrol. I'm really sorry that I haven't uploaded a video recently, but we were moving, so packaging and all of that. And I thought no longer gotta do a video, so here we are. If you want to just have a look, the different colors that I've got to do the video, we're going to be making Sky, love Sky, the flying one. We've got white, dark brown, light brown, grey, dark pink and light pink. Just one note, my dark pink over here, I've used the Lumo range of Roll Chem Colors Viola and Astra Pink. Gives you that nice magenta kind of pink, which is really difficult to make. So if you want to know more about making your paste and the basics, just click over here, up here, over there, and it'll give you the basics on how to make your paste, introduction to the tools, everything you need to know. I just want to say, if you want to see more videos, then subscribe to my channel, like my page on Facebook, and just come join in the fun. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the videos, and if there's anything that you'd like to know, just join in, comment, like. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the tools we're going to use. We've got the rolling pin, as usual, and we've got the boning tool, and we've got the blade, and if I can get hold of it, I've got my Dresden tool. Awesome. I've got my Wholesome, and my glue, and my different color pastes. So now I'm going to take those out the way, and I'm going to use my polystyrene today. So there's my polystyrene. Now I'm going to take a wire, and I'm going to put it straight through to the bottom, go up and down and loosen it a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt this wire with my tongs to the side, because if you have a look at a dog, they don't go completely upwards, they go a little bit of an angle. There we go. And I can bring this forward because she's going to be facing me. So now the top half of the body is pink, and I'm going to pinch a bit of pink off. And again, I'm going to fold all the nasty bits to the side so that I've got a clean area over here to work with. And I'm going to roll it a bit. I can even smooth some of these creases down. And the bottom part, I am going to cut away, because that's where her bum bum's going to go. So this will be the top part and her chest. I'm going to put that down. Now I'm going to take some of the lighter brown. It's almost like a dark flesh type color. And I'm going to fold to the sides, so that I've got a clean part there. And this time I'm going to cut it. Let's just roll it first. I'm going to cut it closer, because only the bottom part sticks out. Cutting against my fingers. Don't do this at home. There we go. Now I'm going to use a little bit of glue. I'm going to stick it on. I'm going to fit these two together. If you want my glue recipe, just go to the first video and it'll give you that. Now I'm going to slide this one on my wire all the way down, and her chest is peeking out in the front. You can adjust it slightly. Now just because this wire is in the way, I'm going to clip it down now. Okay, let's get her tail done. And I'm going to roll it. Gotta roll away from the camera. There we go. A little tail, pinching it off towards the back. And over here, I usually flatten it. And then that, I'll put a bit of glue. And I'll raise this up. And I'll plonk it underneath so that her tail comes to the side. And always do like a little curl. It's always nice to do a little curl when it comes to hair. And into that, I can take my Dresden tool and I can just cut some grooves. That always looks pretty. Now what I decided to do for the first time is take the white and use the white and then place the lighter brown over the white. So I'm going to do a basic thigh, which is a ball, and you roll it till you get all the creases out. And I get a ball, and I flatten that ball, and I place it against the body. I push. Now I want to do the feet. And I take the white again. You always have to pummel it a little bit when you get the icing going. So I'm taking the foot and I'm taking the Dresden tool and I'm cutting into it those paws. And then I'll pinch that together and then flatten that out. Stick some glue. And under we go, underneath there. If you lose a bit of your grooves, you can always go on afterwards, take your blade and reinforce those paws. Now I take some of that lighter brown that I used earlier on her buttocks, and this time I'm going to put this down on my mat. You can see over here, it's way at the bottom, and I'm going to roll it out, and I'm going to cut a sort of semicircle, and then at the bottom of the semicircle I'm going to cut little bits away, almost like these are the hairs coming down. And you'll see what happens now with that is I'm going to put that against her thigh. So that's just a way of cheating it, as you can see. So I put that all the way around. And you'll see it's still got wholesome on it, so it still sticks. For those overseas, wholesome is a vegetable fat. And you can tuck it in, tuck it round, push it down, all the way around. And I got her. See, there we go. So now I'll repeat the process on the other side. Okay, so we put on the bottom legs now. Shall I say the hind legs? Now we're going to do these two little holes here just for a bit of extra grip. And once again we take some of the white use some vegetable fat on your fingers, especially if it's humid. And I'm rolling. And I'm pinching it off at the top, but I'm going to leave it a little bit neater. I'm just going to push everything towards the back. That's it against the figurine. Now I'm going to push down over there, if you can see from the side. And now I'm going to put the little grooves in for the paw. There we go. And stick. Repeat the process on the other side. Okay, now we're going to do the brown bits again, just like we did with the bottom. Back legs, we're going to do with the front legs again. Okay, here we have her legs ready and the hairs are stuck on. Now I'm going to turn this wire over and fold it in double. There's a very good reason for this. It's just going to add extra support. Now if you look at the proportions of Skye, her head is just about the same size as her body. And this applies to a lot of the different figurines, especially that cutie factor. And now I'm gonna roll away from the camera because it's easier. So I've rolled the ball and I'm taking the best side forward. Always put your best foot forward. Take some wholesome. And what we've got going on over here is always, when it comes to faces, it's a little bit indented over there. You got that round look. Now, because she's a pup, she's got these nice big eyes. And then, because she's a pup, she's got a bit of a rounded nose. And you can take the end of your tool and you can go around. So we got it going on over there. Pup, round nose. And she's got this beautiful smile. Skye's always smiling. No job too big, no pup too small. Plus she flies. I mean, who wouldn't be smiling if they could fly? cheeks go up a bit. And now, scobble. Get my handy cameraman to hand me the lighter. I'm gonna stick it on. I'm burning the wire for a while. I'll stick it on. There we go. Losing the shape a bit, I'm just going to round her nose some more. There we go. I'm going to add on a little bit more for her chest, because she's got quite a proud chest. And this I'm going to make into a triangle. And stick it on over there. Stick it on that side. And tuck it in at the bottom. And there where we go around the legs, she's got a little edging to her suit. I'm just doing a little roly for that. So I'm going to go around with a bit of glue. And edging to the suit. This you can flatten a little bit. Do it on the other side. And she's got this beautiful little collar. Okay, I'm going to push this away. I'm going to roll out a bit of a collar. I'm going to cut the collar. And that doesn't have to go all the way to the back, because we will then go into where the wings are. So that only has to go about so far. Now she's got this beautiful little tag. For this one, I'm going to use the grey and the pink. Work in both of them first. And then I'm going to do this on my finger so you can see it up close, but I advise you to do it on your mat. And it's the sort of triangle shape with a crescent at the top. You can always shape it afterwards a little bit. Then what I do is I'll put that down and I'll roll out my grey. And I'll place that pink part on top of the grey. And then I'll cut around this. Sorry about the angle over here. Okay, there we go. That's what we got going on. Now on top of that, I'm going to take little balls, put some glue. I'm going to take a slightly bigger little ball. Okay, I'm putting down little balls. And this will be little paw prints. take some glue and stick it on her chest, and there's her tag. Just hold it there for a while. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut in her mouth into the icing, all the way from the one side to the other side. And then what I do is I roll out my white. And what she's got over there over her mouth and by her nose is basically a little teardrop. Of white. And I've cut that out. And what I can do is, because it's so elastic, this paste, I can even stretch it. So I can stretch it to go over. Stretch it up here. Push it against there. And then you will want to push once again into where her mouth is. You can reinforce her smile by just going like that. Now I want to make the holes that I'm going to put her eyes in. See how lovely this paste is? You can work on it for quite a while and it stays nice and soft and it doesn't start cracking. Now she has these beautiful big eyes. And they're not round, they're a bit flat at the bottom and rounder at the top. Now finally we get to a little bit of the darker brown. I'm going to roll out the darker brown. Use some wholesome if it starts sticking. And I've got to cut 2 eyepieces. If they're not perfect, you don't have to stress. You can always press and shape it in your fingers. And I'm going to plop her eyepiece on that side and her eyepiece on that side. Now comes the tricky bit. I need to poke a hole that the air can escape out of. Poke a hole on that side and then once again go in where my white of the eye is going to be, and I can just rub this brown down so it really sticks. There we go. On both sides. Nice. She's got a bit of a dew on her hair, and we're just going to do that by taking a piece like this, making a point, and for this you can use your Dresden or you can use scissors. Sometimes that works too, especially when it comes to hair. And this I'm going to stick over there. Great. Now let's insert the eyes. Stick some glue inside the middle and insert the eye. Now if you want to, you can just shape your balls together first to get the same size. But if you do this for quite a while, then you sort of get a feel for it. More flat at the bottom, more round at the top. Great. Now I'm going to give her a backpack, and this is what her wings are going to come out of. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can cut a thick piece like that with your blade, or you can cut it with a scissors. You got to guesstimate when's the right time to do which one. And I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to stick her backpack on. Hold it there for a few seconds, get it to stay there. Now to my lighter pink. And I'm going to cut two thicker pieces, elongated thicker pieces, and this I'm going to place on either side of her. Out of this comes her wings, so her wings have to actually be more narrow than this. You're going to make sure that this is thick. And down this side. Be perfect if you do it where the collar is, so it doesn't leave the collar sticking out. And this side. Now her glasses seem to be slightly underneath the ears, so we're going to do her glasses first. And this you roll out. This time you don't have to roll out so thin. And what I do is I cut it a bit wider and then narrow. You want to let it hang down the side. Then obviously you'll have the pink, the dark pink. I'm going to roll that out quickly. And see here, I've made a mistake now. I should have done the darker pink and then done the light pink, but no worries. You can always fix that by tracing around like that, see? And then cutting within where you've traced. Now this is quite important if you're a cake decorator, because you got to be able to fix mistakes. You got to be able to make some extra flowers, cover a crack or whatever it is. You get very good at making a plan. There we go. Now I'm going to take my pink and I'm going to do 2 small balls on the glasses. One, two, and then on top of that I'm going to do 2 more. Smaller balls now. I'm going to flatten it. If you've got small tubes or small circle cutters, then that would be a perfect time to use them. Okay, so you've got your glasses there, goggles, and push your hair a little bit down. Okay, I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to stick it over, and I'm going to stick her goggles on. I can even pull these down a bit. Twisting them forward so you can see them. Now I'm going to do the ears. And what I've got here is a teardrop shape. And then what I do is over there I'm making a little rounded piece. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing a bit of 2D relief. There goes my meow in the background, and I'm going to cut into it there, and I'm going to cut into it there, just creating a fluffy pup ear. There we go. And stick it on. And here it goes, sort of over the glasses a bit. There we go. Fluffy pup ear. And I'm going to do another one quickly. Okay, so I've got my other ear here, and I'm going to put on the glue, and this time I'm going to put the ear a bit forward. Just for the cute character. Always think of your front profile. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black. This is always the nice part for me to stick the nose on. Don't know why, it just brings it to life. Here we go. Roll a little ball into a bit of a triangle. Like that. And on we go. Flatten it. Presto. Okay, so we've got it almost done. Really? That's my husband. He is the recording and directing part of the show. Okay, so I've got my grey and I'm going to roll out my wings. Now these you roll out, it's a little bit thicker. I've got two thicknesses of the wings. I've got one part really thick, and that's I'm doing them both at the same time just to save us a little bit of time here. So I've got this shape, isn't a square, narrow one side and longer on the other side. I'll do the same for this one. If I see that it's slightly different, I'll chop off some more. There we go. And then I've got my grey that I'm going to roll out even thinner than that. And I go even more narrow. Same. One side thicker than the other side. Now I take my thin wire. So it's not a thick wire, this is a thinner florist wire. And I'm going to chop it off into two pieces. Sometimes you cut it and it doesn't work, you just bend it back and forth. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll insert the wire through there. And then through the slightly thinner part, if I can find it. There we go. Now it's too wide, you see. So I'm going to chop it off with my scissors. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And now we take our lighter pink. Making a real mess on my table here. And we bring this there. I've rolled a tear shape. And her one wing is ready to go on. I'll bring her back. What I do is I burn them out. Be careful. And I slide it in. Okay, she's got her wing. And I can do it the other side. Now the wings are on. Now we're going to do the eyes. I recommend roll chem, as these colors I find just are a little bit more brighter. And I'm leaving 2 circles where that'll be my light spot. I'm going to do it on the other side. And you always want your light spots to be in the same position on both sides of the eye, otherwise your eyes look a little bit skew. Okay, there we go. I've speeded this up. I've done one eye already. Now I'm going to do the other eye. And I go around the outside carefully. What I've done is I've taken a really small brush and I've cut off some extra bristles so that I get an even finer brush. Now I'll do the pupil, but I'll go around those light spots that I left from earlier. Just so that she's got her twinkle in her eye. And I'll leave it thinner on this side. And this side, I'm just going to shade it a little bit. Now I'm going to do her eyebrows. There we go. And presto, she's done. There we go, we've made Sky from PAW Patrol. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please go like my Facebook page, comment below if you need to, just ask me any questions. I don't mind, go for it. And I will be doing a series of short videos just so that we do some of the other characters like Chase, Chase is on the case and all of those. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.